We'll start it like this. We'll just go all the way through. We'll just rank every single game from front to back. We'll start with COD 4 here. Did you play it?
No, I did not.
We already established that we didn't play these first two either. So COD 4, I mean, shit, if we're going off one opinion, that was the first COD I ever played and the first, like, story I ever got invested in a video game, I think.
Yeah.
Between just the originality of it, I mean, it was kind of the first of its realm in terms of first-person shooters. It revolutionized multiplayer, essentially, and made COD what it is. Like, that was the foundation, in my opinion. We'll go, COD 4. I can't go S. I can't go S, but like...
I can't speak, though, 'cause I didn't play it.
Right. No, I can't go S. I gotta go A just because it's like, it's the first of its kind, but like it wasn't the perfect game. World at War, campaign, gold, literally carried all the way through. I mean, Black Ops literally follows all the way from World at War. Like, that's what started the whole Black Ops series. So, campaign, sick. First ever zombies mode in that game as well. That's gotta be a W. We're gonna go, we'll go B tier. And now we get into the games that you play as well. So, Modern Warfare 2. We talked about the ACR, the UMP. Did you play the campaign as well?
Nah, I don't really play campaigns, so I did not play them.
Okay.
I do know about it, though. I do watch some of them.
I gotcha. Campaign on that was, I would put it in top 3 COD campaigns ever, I think. But the extra mode in that was kind of ass. I mean, just off multiplayer alone. We gotta go S tier, right?
That's true. Yeah, I feel like it's like
with the multiplayer maps, the guns. I mean,
yeah, it kind of turned everything. You know, like everyone's like, oh wow, like
yeah, that was like the game that kind of made COD mainstream. We got Black Ops 1.
I feel like Black Ops 1 was tough. I love that game. Maps were great. The Galil, I love the Galil.
Oh, the Galil, the Commando. That game's version of the M4 was so good with the suppressor too.
I want to put an S tier, bro, but we're gonna get to it. But something about Black Ops 2 hit.
Oh, dude, yeah, we'll get to that. Black Ops 2 that's actually my #1 COD, I think.
Right. Okay. So, but zombies and Black Ops still kind of set it off for everyone. You know, like for me, I'm thinking A. Me personally, A.
I'm thinking A too, just because it feels mad comfortable to put it there, just because it wasn't the best Black Ops game, in my opinion. It wasn't one of the best Call of Duties ever, but it was definitely one of those games that was such a change of pace. These 2 years are what put COD in like the mainstream spotlight and kind of started all of it. So yeah, I would go A tier for Black Ops 1. I'm gonna keep it a buck with MW3. I didn't like this game that much.
I didn't either. And I really didn't play that much.
I played MW3 enough, but I don't know. There was something about it. The gunplay didn't feel as good. It felt clunky. I didn't like a lot of the maps. I mean, you had some standout guns. I can't remember the snipers. The snipers were like always a really big thing in this game. I can't even remember what they were though.
And I can't remember either because I was never really a sniper myself. I was more like an SMG AR guy, but
so was I.
I really didn't play Modern Warfare 3 that much. I didn't think it was that great of a game personally.
Nah, I can't remember sitting there and thinking that this game was like amazing through and through. So I think I gotta either go B or C because I know that it wasn't so ass that I quit playing. So we can't go F. And then it at least had a solid storyline. I did play the campaign and I remember that. I can't put it in D because it had something good about it. So I think I just got to go middle of the pack and put it at C.
Start off with C. Okay, I like it.
All right, work. And then Black Ops 2, just the
I'm gonna start off. I think it's up there. I think it's S tier.
I think it's top of S tier. I think it's the best Call of Duty I ever played.
I totally agree too. Like that was a game that everyone would get on. The boys would get on after school, you know, this and that. It was top tier.
Listen, I remember the first time I started that game up. My dad went to a midnight release for me because I'm only like 12. My dad goes to a midnight release for me, brings the game home and says, "You're not going to school tomorrow. Stay up and play." Hands me the game. I put it in, and all night I played the campaign and beat it and started grinding all of the camos because that was the first game where they had diamond. Oh, bro. Just the way that game, like, I don't know, something about it. That, you got the DSR, the Ballista. Those are the two snipers.
Like, I didn't snipe, but like that game I sniped, I ain't gonna lie. So
Nah,
what was your
bro.
favorite AR in that game?
My favorite AR in this, I mean, it had to be the AN-94. Just the way that thing slammed. But you can make an argument for the M8 too.
That's true. I ain't gonna lie. Call me crazy, but I love the SCAR. I love the iron sight. The iron sight was the best iron sight I think I've ever seen. Suppressed, it was just hitting. It was just smacking. It was slow fire rate, but it packed some damage.
Hell yeah. I remember my first diamond guns were the LMGs, and I used to use that LSAT with the target finder on it. Oh man, we gotta go S. There's no way I'm putting it anywhere else. Ghost is a toss-up for me.
Okay, toss up. Okay. I'm just saying now I think it's C. It was cool how they had map interactions. You know, you could knock down trees and, you know, change.
I feel like they were trying to be Battlefield though.
I agree. No, that definitely is the game. They tried. I agree.
Yeah, I feel like they were trying to be Battlefield with that. I didn't like that much. The maps were weird. Like, I'm still to this day trying to find somebody on Stonehaven. Guns were sick. The character customization was sick. That was the first game to do that. But campaign, solid. Extraction was like its third mode, and that shit was...
That was terrible.
It's either C or B for me. What do you think?
I'm going C. C.
Go C. Above or below MW3?
Below MW3.
Below MW3, I got that.
Now, this game here, is this... So, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the game that started the exosuits and stuff?
Yeah, it was the first jetpack game. But I will say this, a little bit of foreshadowing. It's not the worst jetpack game. There's Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. Advanced Warfare is not the worst one, in my opinion.
Okay. So I don't know what your answer is, but I think Infinite Warfare was the worst one.
Infinite Warfare is by far the worst one. There's not even a question. Dude, if I put in this, I put in a garbage tier before it deleted, I would be putting Infinite Warfare in garbage tier.
Oh, me too. That game was...
I will get so much hate for that because the campaign was so good. Whatever.
I played it. I'm not gonna lie, but man, it was just trash. I think the exosuit boots on ground is so much better.
We're just gonna get this out of the way. We're putting that in F tier.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, the campaign was solid, but bro, I spent every day on MWR. Advanced Warfare. Go ahead.
I felt like the guns on there were just terrible too, bro. It's like you can ask anyone, and there's nothing that sticks out about it. You know, you got Ghost, the Honey Badger. You know, you got all these like. It's trash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember the guns on it. None of the guns are memorable. Like, I can't even remember the guns. I remember there's one map where there's literally like 3 lanes, and the one right side lane is just there's like an outer wall. I think that's dude.
I think I know you're talking about like ski ball or something. I don't know.
Keep it down there.
I think. What would you say? Advanced Warfare.
For Advanced Warfare, I mean, the supply drops burns my ass because I don't like microtransactions. But aside from that, you got the customization and you have things you can grind for. They brought the royalty kit in, which was that purple with the red gems in it.
Okay.
And that was clean. The multiplayer was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was snappy movement. It was super different. It kind of put the jetpack era of COD, like, nobody was hating to the point where they wouldn't make another jetpack game. They made 2 more after this. I think I could go B or C. It's got to be one of those for me, but it's not D or F, I don't think.
Agree with C, that's cool.
We could do C. I fuck with the middle of the pack. Below Ghost, I'm thinking below.
Below.
Black Ops 3 is my first competitive COD. So well. Number 1. The campaign was super trippy. I did not fuck with that. The zombies was out of this world good. Yeah, the multiplayer was, that was Dark Matter. Yeah, they came out with Dark Matter that year, and that was a grind in itself. That was the first real camo grind I ever did. Like, I sat there and did every single gun in the game just for that camo, and it was so worth it. You got the Man of War, you got the M8, your 2 meta guns, you got the VMP, the Vesper. Like, those guns were dope in themselves. And then
they had the Kuda, right?
Oh yeah, the Kuda too. That was that game's version of the MP5. That thing was raw.
I know it wasn't like top tier, but the Kuda, that was my favorite SMG.
Nah, because listen, in the competitive scene, dude, people used to either use the VMP or the Kuda. That was it.
Man, that Cuda was just great. That's up there for SMGs in my opinion. But like,
For
it
sure.
wasn't. Black Ops 3 was a valid game. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm between. I mean, I just have love for this game because that's my first competitive COD ever. So I want to go A tier, but what do you think?
I'm going B. If you like A, I didn't know what the competitive side looked like. It could have been up there to be honest, but it's a great game.
We can go bottom of A or top of B. What do you think?
Let's go bottom A.
Bottom A? Word.
Bottom A.
World War II was...
Go ahead.
You went from Infinite Warfare back to boots on the ground, but like 300 years behind where you were.
It was slow. It was slow. I felt like the movement was sluggish. It was slow.
It felt slow. They fucked up the perk system. They did that shit where you had to choose like one kind of character and you get a specific set of perks. It was weird. I can't...
The guns, LMGs, everything was trash. Don't get me wrong. I loved the PPSH though. That gun.
PPSH was good and the bar was good.
The bar. Oh my god, the bar is what everyone would use. I just think there's competitive in that one. Was there?
There was, and they actually integrated game battles. So like the MLG scene in World War II was integrated. So if you got a match on Game Battle's website, you literally would just punch in a code and it would link up your match with your opponent and everything like that. So it made it super easy, but they never did that again. I don't think it was anything special. I would say either bottom of C or top of D, low key. And we don't got a D yet. I mean, we could throw it in there.
Let's do it.
All right. Black Ops 4 is a good game, but I didn't like it that much, in all honesty. The healing aspect of it was super fucking weird. Like having to run out of a gunfight, and instead of regenning on your own, you have to wait until you have a stim, stick yourself with it, and then you can go back and fight. That was weird. I mean, I do remember the Maddox and that thing being a god gun for an AR.
I remember that name.
That was the one that was practically an AR and a sub combined. Like it had AR damage, but you could use it up close because it was so small and compact and fast.
That's right.
And then what was the meta sub that year? I think it was the SOG, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right. I think you're right.
I think the SOG was it, and it was at that point it had like a brown handle and like a little gold.
Really? Okay, so I don't know that kind of play game. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was no campaign. There was like you got to play as each operator and kind of get like a little training thing in, but there was actually like no story to it. Essentially, you had to really dig to find the story, and that kind of took away from the game as well.
So where would you put it?
I could be faded. I think C tier, C to D.
Bottom. Okay, bottom C.
Yeah, but for me personally, that's a lot of people are gonna find that disrespectful, but I just couldn't write anything home about this game because Modern Warfare 19, dude, that game's such a toss-up too.
Now I think about it, but when I was young, I used to play like crazy, like it was cool. But I just see it being a toss-up for sure. But I got what Damascus? That's what it's called, the final count. I got that on there.
I never did that camo grind. That one was too intense for me.
It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie.
Damascus was. I felt like it was. I think the reason I didn't do it is because I felt like it was an underwhelming camo for the amount of grind you had to put in.
Definitely, I agree.
But in terms of that, the multiplayer with this game was really solid.
It was. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I remember Gunrunner being like my favorite S&D map. That was the one that you were kind of in like the rail yard. You had the coal mine off to the left side of it.
Oh, yup.
And then. Fuck, what are the other maps I'm trying to think right now?
I ain't gonna lie. I was born. I just took the shipment. I don't know.
Well, Shipment's, I mean, Shipment's a staple. Like, you gotta love it.
And, yeah, you got ran sometime, but the trash part about it, spawn trapping on Shipment.
Oh, dude, whenever somebody got good at spawn trapping on Shipment, you might as well just back out and get a new game.
That's the only thing I really disliked about it. It's the spawn trapping. Once they got you, you're done. Good luck.
I hear you. Yeah, I mean, the campaign was honestly the best campaign out of the whole Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 series that we've had so far in the modern era. And then, what was the third mode in that game? I could not remember for the life of me. That was Warzone, actually. Warzone was the third mode that they ended up dropping.
That's right.
And Warzone, I mean, like, it was iconic back in the OG days of Verdansk, dude. I'll never forget loading that up for the first time. So
I ain't gonna lie.
Can we lump
Go ahead.
Warzone and Modern Warfare together though? I mean, they're
Oh,
the same
yeah.
game.
You think about it though. I don't know. Warzone was top tier.
Warzone was top. OG
you know,
Warzone, like with the
Warzone,
Growl, the AMAX, dude.
I don't know. I wouldn't, because when Warzone dropped, no one cared about multiplayer.
No, everybody left multiplayer for Warzone. I mean, I would get on every day and it was still just Warzone. It was that, running the Kilo, the Growl. What were the subs? The meta subs in that game, I'm trying to remember.
You think, oh, high B? What you thinking?
I'm thinking high B.
Okay.
I
It wasn't a bad game. Like I did enjoy it.
No, and I mean, like you said, there wasn't. You didn't play the campaign, so that wasn't necessarily anything that stood out for you. But for the people that did, that campaign was absolutely one of the better ones that we got. So if you're good with high B, we can go high B.
I'm good with high B. That's
All right.
perfect.
Cold War, another
I don't
weird
re-
one.
I don't remember it like that. I'm not gonna lie.
It was bringing the Black Ops series to a new place. It brought it to obviously the Cold War, but I don't know if you remember the multiplayer or not, but the movement almost felt like too smooth. Like there was no snappiness whenever you would slide around a corner or slide cancel on somebody. Like it was just, you literally just glided into everything that you did.
Okay.
So the multiplayer felt super weird for me. I mean, there's a couple good maps that I could remember. There was this one, it was like a hotel with a statue in the middle of it or some shit like that.
That was hard. And then sometimes you run a double AR. People run the FFAR because it was so fast.
Yeah, the
fast
remake
fire
of the FAMAS, that's right.
Yup.
That was gas too. I mean, it's either got to be high C or low B, right?
You think it's better than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 though? I don't remember that game.
I think maybe better than Ghost.
Ghost? Okay, yeah.
Just because of the gunplay in it. The gunplay felt great. But aside from that, it's just not memorable enough for me.
Now Vanguard.
I played it a lot too, but that game turned me off so bad. I
How do you say
remember there's this one time I was playing a competitive match. I was playing a game battles on it. We were playing S&D, and I just remember getting demolished on that snowy map, that Ardennes Forest, where there was like a cabin across the frozen little lake and a shack on one side. I just remember getting burnt, and then I literally just uninstalled the game live on my stream.
Damn, I was like that.
Yeah, dude, I got burnt. I uninstalled. I never touched it again. I played Warzone the rest of the time.
That's a game I played a lot. I really like the MP40. That gun was
Oh, the MP40 was
amazing.
great. You remember the Blixen? Whenever they brought that, Blixen ended up being like the fastest moving gun in Warzone. You could literally turn it into a 4-round burst, and it pretty much shot like it was still full auto with a damage buff.
Yep.
It was like that little green SMG.
Yep,
That thing was nasty too.
It was tough. I ain't gonna lie. And then for AR STG, like I feel like the guns were just weird. The guns were definitely weird in there.
It was the STG and the Automaton.
Oh, I remember the Oh my god, Automaton used to laser. But you need,
Yeah,
like,
the
mag.
Automaton was broken. That was everybody's go-to in competitive as well. Because the
Jeez.
STG was just too slow, and then everybody started using the Automaton, and that thing fried.
Right, for real.
It was a
Okay.
good game. It just doesn't have memorable maps for me, and the campaign was super weird too. And the zombies was like underdone.
It
But-
definitely does not have any memorable maps. Like you said, the only one I remember is that snowy map.
I think we should go low C with it. It's
Okay.
another one of those just middle of the pack Call of Duties. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't memorable. And then this is where so many different opinions come into play here. So with MW2, that game felt so slow. Thank you. I felt like I was walking through quicksand when I played that game.
I agree. It was the move. Oh, man.
They ruined the movement in this game.
And yeah, and everyone used to complain about it all the time. I remember seeing that on Twitter. It was like, you know,
Everybody hated the movement in this game, except for the people that wanted the game to be slow, which is your typical casual player, which is fine and understandable. Now, I did play competitive on this game a lot. Obviously, I played the ranked mode. Like I told you, I hit Crimson. So, I spent my time with the game for sure. You had the Vaznev, you had the M4. Or no, you didn't have the M4 in this game. What did you have in this game? What do we think here? I'm thinking somewhere in B.
yes.
Here's the thing though, is it better than Modern Warfare? Because I know it's better than World of War for me.
I agree. I'm Modern Warfare.
Below Modern Warfare or above it?
I want to say above it. I don't know what you were thinking.
I could feel that. This fucking disgrace of a savior.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta look it up. I don't remember Modern Warfare 3 like that.
MW3 was a step in the right direction because they handed the keys to Sledgehammer and they kind of brought the movement back up to speed a little bit, so it was a little bit faster. They took away a lot of the visual recoil, so I mean, dude, the MCW and the Rival 9, as your meta guns that year, they were just the easiest things to use, and they actually felt good to get kills with. I enjoyed the multiplayer on this game a lot. That was every day. It was just more ranked, more wagers, just endless amounts of multiplayer, and also it had like crazy event camos and things like that too. The campaign was fucking dog shit. But the game itself, the multiplayer, the core of the game essentially was really good for me. Everything was, when it came to public match, everything was kind of viable. Like, you could use whatever you wanted in this game. And that was kind of one thing I really liked about it, because granted, the MCW was just the easiest thing to use, so that's kind of why everybody gravitated toward that AR. But there wasn't anything that you could pick up and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get absolutely slammed because I'm using this. Every AR could contend with every other gun in the game too.
Right.
I remember sitting there on shipment just grinding out max levels for guns too. Yeah, dude, this game is solid.
So this one's all you. I hardly played this one, I believe.
Man, if I gotta go anywhere with it, I think I'm gonna go just above MW2. Just above MW2, just because MW2 was kind of like a step back for the multiplayer because of the movement speed and the pace change and everything like that, and the visual recoil just threw me all the way off. But then this game kind of brought all that back, and the maps were maps I was already familiar with, and they were all solid too.
I know it's what we're currently playing and stuff like that.
This shit stresses me out.
I can see that. It's just like, you're a ranked play. I used to play ranked play. I want to get back into it, but there's only 2 guns you can use.
I know, it's just the aims and the Jackal. Oh my god.
And Jackal. They both hit. But I feel like in multiplayer they be adding this BS, like BS weapons. This one weapon you can call with it, you just blow up. Stupid.
I think it's that saw blade thing, the one they just dropped with the Teenage Mutant Turtles.
Yeah, like I took a 2-month break. I come back and I'm just, bro, it's an automatic hit. Like,
dude, that thing's ridiculous. I was playing Pub S&D the one day using that for shits and giggles. I was like, this is stupid. The other guns in the game, like, I just, because I'm only playing ranked play pretty much, like, that's all I do with this game. It's so hard to speak on the vastness of multiplayer because I don't really use everything. Like, I remember the M4 was...
Oh my god.
It's a normal AR. It behaves how an AR should. I feel like my AR should kill in 4 shots. However, I don't feel like if I pick up an aims, like it kills in 5. And you're taking that extra bullet away from me for what reason? But the Jackal will be 20 meters away from me and delete me in 4 bullets. I don't understand. It's without the issues, the game itself at its core is a really solid game.
I agree. I definitely do agree.
If those issues didn't exist, I could say this thing would be in B comfortably. But because the issues exist...
I'll stay better than Cold Out War. I'll definitely stay better than Cold. I never played it, but I'll stay better than that.
Better than World of War, for sure.
Ooh, that is fun.
That's what I'm saying. This here is tough for me.
I like the vision. I like it, bro.
Fuck.
Well, with everything, like you said, it's all that problems were cleared up. Easy top B.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the Black Ops series is just super solid.
I'll throw it in front of it. Just go ahead and throw it.
You think?
It's not a bad, but I like it. But there's areas that they can fix. I
like it. For sure.
I like it.
I agree with that. All right, well, I guess that's the tier list. Any discrepancies?